tell us a little bit about the 10th.
Yet another tight tee shot, Rich. This time the canyon is on the right side, though. And you can see that left side well protected by that wall of rock. Not an overly long par 4, but once again, you've got a threaded drive down there to have any chance to really see this flag.
Frank, it makes the game easy when you play it from the fairway.
Especially when you play it from a lie like that.
Second shot, good look at the green.
This is definitely not going down the fairway.
That doesn't look good. I think it's going to be in the deep rough. You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish, but, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break.
Starting to really play well, -5. Stepping up to the tee here at the 11th. It's a par 4, not overly long, Frank.
And it bends a little to the right, Rich. You can see parts of the golf course that are below this, so if you do miss this fairway down the left, you could conceivably be playing off another fairway up an enormous wall, and that would present a problem. So we want to keep it on the right level. The rock face on the right side, you might get the odd bounce that'll bounce it back to the fairway, but this hole actually will suit a long tee shot. A good long one down the end there, and you're going to have a good look at the green. If you're a little short off this tee, you're going to have a blind second shot.
Always so nice, Frank, when that gleaming white golf ball is sitting up on those emerald fairways, the way this one is.
The game almost appears easy when one is playing their second shot from the middle of the fairway, and you quickly forget how difficult it can be. You look left or right, the game becomes much harder.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Early part of this back 9 and a good approach shot. Now we'll have this for birdie. Locked in on the read and the speed.
Oh, good roll, good putt.
Now to the par 3 12th, Frank, and obviously there is trouble yet again on the left, and if you miss it to the right, you're not going to be pitching off of a soft piece of grass.
No, you're not. Fortunately, though, this is the shortest of the 4 par 3s here at the golf course. Left, long, in trouble. Fortunately, that bunker might save a few shots from going to what would be an even bigger problem. But at that yardage, there is a chance to make 2. It's not a big target, but anything on the putting surface really is going to give you a birdie opportunity.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Coming out of the rough and right up next to the hole. These putts keep the round together. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. I don't want to play it, I just want to look at it.
If you're thirsty, it might make you thirsty, that's for sure. Of course, all that lovely water, courtesy of the mountains.
Playing his second shot here at the par 5. Third shot, looking for a good one. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Oh, just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
Eyeing this putt for a birdie. On fire right now. 7 under par. So back-to-back par 5s, 14, Frank. I've heard you describe holes before. Have a go at this one. I'm curious. Go ahead.
Well, I never thought I'd be talking about a par 5 that can stretch over 900 yards, but this is it. Fortunately, we're at altitude. Fortunately, this hole plays a little downhill. That's about it. The rest is all up to you, because it's going to take 3 absolutely beautiful shots to reach this par 5 into a sliver of the fairway all the way across the side of the mountain. And somehow, not only do you have to hit it once, but you've got to hit it twice just to have a third shot at this par 5 green. Oh, they've had some meat behind it.
Set for his next shot from a good position in the fairway. Frank, this is just a pleasure to watch. A player hitting on all cylinders at the top of his game.
Notice it's just flowing too. There's not a lot of deep analysis going through his mind. Just one step in front of the other. If your swing's there, you don't have to find it. If your putting stroke's there, you don't have to find it. Just let it happen.
Frank, downhill shot here. Will he have to take it just a little bit easier?
Yeah, be careful with the ball position as well. If you play the ball too far forward and try and scoop it, it's not going to work.
Frank, this one's offline.
There's rough and thick stuff over there.
Pretty good result right there, considering
It looked rough all the way.
Exactly.
Rich, really did.
settles in over the putt. In for par. Now to the par 4 15th. Sharp dogleg to the right.
Yeah, sort of wrap around hole. Ideally, aim left. This time we're heading away from the canyon, so it should be a little easier to breathe. But still, another good drive is needed here. Thread it down through there to at least have a look at that green for the second shot. Well protected, this green at a 45-degree angle to the right. Relatively flat hole, but it does serpent its way all the way down till you get to the green.
And a 130-yard shot now. Frank, you've played in conditions all over the world. Here come the winds now. What's the mindset?
Well, this is really what separates the men from the boys. This is where you've got to tell yourself it is an advantage to you. Obviously, the scores will go up a little bit, given the conditions. But once again, this is going to suit the stronger player today.
You like the old phrase, swing easy when it's breezy?
Definitely when you're hitting it into a head breeze. But if down breeze, tee it up a little bit, try and ride that wind some more.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
Great effort right there, and a great chance to knock in that short putt. Seven under on the day. We are now at the 16th hole, Frank, and this is some layout.
It's 105 feet from the tee shot up to the top of the hill where the ideal landing position would be. And then, of course, the hole turns back on itself. Unless you hit it all the way down the end, you're going to have to hit it across and over that rock wall to a green, as you can see, that is hidden. That's an absolute beauty.
Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one. Frank, this one's not looking good.
Yeah, it's certainly not down the fairway line, heading toward the rough.
Frank, better than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that looked like it was headed for that thick stuff the whole way, but a little fortunate. But then I guess you're allowed that in this game.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. That is a solid par putt. Now to the 17th, Frank, and obviously a really tight driving area.
I've seen corridors that are wider than this one. The hole's not overly long. That's the positive side of it, but it is, without doubt, incredibly narrow. Now, you can play pinball here because left off that mountain should come back down, and right should also come back down. So we might see a little bit of pinball, but somehow get it in between those two, and it will leave you with a second shot to a green that pitches slightly back towards you.
And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. Making it look easy at this point. Another beautiful approach shot. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Now 8 under on the day. Frank, you like a par 3 finishing hole?
Every now and again. This certainly suits this golf course. You flash it from up in the air there. Those two bunkers, the one short and behind, actually protect you if you miss club off the tee, especially coming from that much elevation. Once again in trouble there should you miss that. Colorado River, as we've seen, cutting through this wonderful golf course, very much apparent here. But, well, you never know. One good tee shot in the middle of this green, to finish with a 2 here would be an amazing finish to what's been a great day.
And yet again, he has hit it off the tee and into the bunker. Great knees, great hands in this shot.
Yeah, touch. You have to have that feel. You have something between the ball and the club face, so it's a different feel, but you also have to have imagination.
Knocks it up on the green. It is about 28 feet away from the hole. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. On the way. Do that, Frank. What a putt.
I don't go that far on a holiday.
Frank, just some great golf here today.
Yeah, that's a round to remember. Not often you play that well.